What's going on? It's Ash. I hope you're doing well. I am doing fantastic, seeing as the last 4 weeks I've been injury free. I've had nothing going on in my life that has meant I haven't been able to get out on the bike other than the fake excuses that I throw at myself, and I've been doing a good job at killing those. So we have been feeling the benefit, and I definitely feel like my body has adapted to a new normal with all these reps up Swains Lane. Around 4 weeks ago, when I started to actually ramp up my training, the amount of hours that I was spending on the bike, I tested my blood hematocrit score at 41%, which is probably the lowest that it has been for a good while. And I know exactly why, and it's because, not to get too personal, but just certain things that have been going on in my life. And you know, your blood hematocrit score is a mirror of probably how stressed you are, how little you're sleeping, stuff like that. There's so many factors that play into, you know, the quality of your blood. And despite, you know, a heavy block of training, me ramping up my hours on the bike further, I've been able to get everything else on point. My sleep, my diet, my lifestyle, everything is going according to plan. And yesterday I tested my blood hematocrit score at 44%, which is exactly where I need it to be. That's the kind of percentage that if I was the right weight and my muscles were conditioned, it would mean that I'd probably be able to push a 5 watt per kilo FTP. That's exactly where I need to be. But for the time being, it is my green light to continue to ramp up the amount of hours I'm spending on the bike. And so this week, I'm going to be doing 11 hours, where the last 2 weeks I've been doing a solid 10 hours of intense training, a lot of intensity, and I've definitely felt the adaptations, and I now have this green light to be able to start adding probably an hour every 2 weeks of just the same kind of intensity, the kind of riding that I enjoy, which is then going to mean that I'm basically just continuing to adapt my body to a new normal. The new normal was 10 hours, and then the next new normal is going to be 11. And the amount of work that an hour contains in the kind of riding that I do, it means that it's going to be just incrementally, my body is adapting. So I'm going to continue the ritual of training to condition my muscles to find it easier to push more watts, and then build my blood to be able to push those same watts, but for longer. 5 watt per kilo longer, to be precise. So everything is going according to plan, and this all plays into the Blood Sport Blood Builders Bible, which I'm working on in the background, that will document exactly what I've been doing, the process, the protocol to maintain this high hematocrit score, even through intense blocks of life and training. So the last thing to say today is that it is now windy, cold and wet here, and that means it's going to be a killer for achieving hours on the bike. So what am I going to do about this? I'm going to return to the Zwift Pain Cave. So if you're on Zwift, come and join me. If you want to ride with me on Zwift, that would be cool. I'm going to do a lot of live streams in the coming months as winter really digs in deep. But being on Zwift means that I have zero excuses to keep pushing myself, other than the fake ones that I want to give to myself. But like I said, we're doing a good job of killing those excuses and reaping the benefits. So if I don't see you on Zwift or up Swains Lane, then I'm going to see you in the next one.